homies, and welcome to another episode of the Please Do Tell podcast. I'm your homegirl, Ronnika, and per usual, I am joined with...
Hey. It's me, Jeffrey. Welcome back, man. Edge of my seat, ready to come back this week. It's summer, so I'm just, the weather's been good. It's been good in my hair. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing the Beard Chronicles. I'm thankful. So.
And ready, clearly. Thank you for joining us again for another episode. I do want to say, if you did not check out last week's, go back and check out last week's before listening to this one, because it was a really good one. It might be a little long. You might want to turn it on while you're cleaning, while you're working. It was a lot of fun. Commuting for sure. I
commute,
Never forget about commuting.
My round trip is like 2 hours, 15 minutes. 2 hours, 15 minutes every day.
Plenty enough time to listen.
Yeah.
So when you just get a chance, go back and listen to that one and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to become a homie and listen to the Please Do Tell podcast. Thank you very much. We are still in the month of August. It's almost over. The summer is almost over. Where did it go? I don't want to.
Don't say that.
I don't want to.
Don't say that.
I don't want to.
Don't say that.
Don't do it. Okay. I'm going to let it go. That's why I'm going to let it go. Okay. But this week we're turning cultural awareness into appreciation and love. So we're going to be sharing, wait for it, love letters to the culture.
Oh, man. Not love letters to the culture.
To the culture.
Did I even hear like a tambourine in the back? I felt like
I mean, it's always near.
That a kindred spirit just came out of the blue? It's
always near. So just so you know, it's always near.
That's deep.
What you got to say?
That's deep. I think that's deep to give like a culture letter. I think, just coming out of the blue, I know we've been talking about, Black August, when it comes to the culture, when it comes to African American culture here in America,
Mm-hmm.
I mean? From that standpoint of giving an actual letter to the culture, as someone that, believes, a part of, not just believe, but a part of, I had to dig down deep to think about that one. When you gave me the prompt, I was like, how do we want to go? I don't know. Do you want to go off the cuff? But, if you look at our history, big things happen in August. That's why it's called Black August. And so from that standpoint, we want to make sure that we don't want to waste an opportunity. A lot of people have podcasts and things of that nature, get an opportunity to communicate. But even if one or two, can take, what we say or what we provide or just our intake or even what they provide for us, in their response, I think that it will go a mighty long way.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I guess it's on you.
Oh, it's on. Okay. Ladies first.
So give the rules again. So
okay.
So our listeners who may have missed from last time, what was the rules that we kind of gave? So we try to give her a prompt. So anyway, I don't want to talk over you though. I'm excited.
Okay, so this segment is story time. And this is my first love. My first love. My sister's going to so hate that part. She's going to hate it. Shout out to my sister Jennifer.
But she's it goes with so many artists, though.
It does.
I heard Avant first.
That's what. Yeah. That's. Yep. There we go.
And so
There we
many people,
go.
Atlantic Star and so many others would be
Mm,
so, uh, upset.
I know, but that's. I know, but that's us. That's our culture. So
Yeah.
here we are. Okay, so each of us is going to either read or write, or I mean, maybe if you want to do it off the dome, of a love letter to a part of Black culture that shaped us. And I think that's why Jeffrey is telling me to go first.
And you're on. Let's
Oh,
go.
okay. All right.
So, which one did you do?
I am doing my love. You see how I leaned in? I am doing my love letter to a different world.
Oh, wow.
It's like I feel like I need some music. I need some background. Where's my
A triangle.
yeah?
Triangle in the back.
Because I know yes, I know, but I know if I pick up my tambourine, Cooper is gonna go wild. So I'm not gonna do it. So we're just gonna act like I have something. Okay. Okay, thank you. Dear Debbie Allen,
Mm.
who announced today that their mother became an ancestor. Um, Debbie Allen stepped in season 2 after season 1 of A Different World was not how the visionary Dr. Bill Cosby wanted it to be. Debbie Allen comes in, she brings a whole new cast, a whole new culture, and becomes the beloved series that encourage so many of us to seek higher education, including myself. Was it a requirement in my home that I seek higher education? Absolutely. A Different World gave me a glimpse of what HBCU life was like, and the reason why I strive to get there, and the reason why I'm an alum of North Carolina Central University. This love letter is because everything that was depicted in A Different World, I was able to experience. You have that home away from home. You have that big mama that somebody's grandma or somebody has adopted you on campus. From advisors, from professors, from your librarian, which, hello, I am a librarian myself, to campus police that sees a young woman walking at night, leaving class, and making sure she gets to her car safely. It reminded me of what I grew up with and how it continues to be my village to this day. Thank you to Debbie Allen for even accepting that charge. And if you watch the credits of so many of the shows that we love to watch today, she's still a part of those, including Grey's Anatomy. But that show led me to attend HBCU, and I will never stop singing the praises of the advisors, my professors at North Carolina Central, because when I thought that all was lost, they were right there for me. You got to think some of the most life changing events happen while attending North Carolina Central. I became a burn survivor and burying a parent. There were times that I wanted to quit. There was a time that I was kicked out of school because I was not communicating on what was going on in my life, to that same professor that made sure that grade was changed, was the one that was able to call my name when I walked across the stage to get my degree. So my love letter will be to a different world because a different world got me to North Carolina Central University. Because of that, my life has changed for the better forever.
Look, come on now. Look, I have to stay with the triangle and give on some finger snaps for real, for real.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was amazing. That was
Thank you.
amazing. Wow, wow. You know, I love to hear that, as in the evolution, your experience. You understand? Um, what really stood out to me is higher ed access, because now we see kind of like a lot going on towards higher
Mm-hmm.
ed. And then, as a, I heard you say that going to college was not an option, whether Debbie Allen was there or not. You know, so that was a thing to do, but that's now almost looked upon like not even optionable.
Mm-hmm.
They've cut, student loans, things of that nature. So, just within the last year. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now, shoot. Oh, man. I had to look to the side like I'm on The Office or some other show. You know what I'm saying? Like, geez, man. All right. All right. All right. All right. Let me get it together. Let me get it together. All right. So, like you said, we had to give a love letter. So, from my standpoint, I want to jump in and I want to give a love letter. But I didn't want to give a love letter like, soon as you said a love letter, I was like, will you be my boyfriend?
Oh
You,
yeah.
you know, understand? So that's where I wanted to, I wanted to be kind of persuasive, uh,
Mm.
to the point which I'm not good at. And, but an exclamation point. And so, with that being said, what I wanted to do is I wanted to give a letter to the culture. And what I mean by the culture is I mean by the culture in the community.
Mm.
Anybody can say the culture, but community is the person down the street. You know, a lot of us may live in a community with someone that looks exactly like you, but sometimes you don't. But that don't mean that we frown upon it. So, I just wanted to give, a letter to the culture and the community. It's kind of like three parts. They kind of give us like a little 5-point essay. So I try to drill it down. All right. So the first part is, the title is, Damn Dog. Man, I thought things was gonna be different too. I'm a millennial. They told us to go to school. They told us to go to college. You know, but even prior to that, our people told us, our people fought for us to have equality. Malcolm, Martin, Medgar, Rosa. I say them in their first name with all due respect. However, now we should look at this transition. Things have been totally shifting, as in we went on and went to integration, and then all of a sudden we accumulated so much debt, where now, regardless of what place you in, your credit score determines everything. But I will tell you this: is the second point is, because I told you I want to keep it short, is hold it down. Look, stay steadfast. And what I mean by stay steadfast, as in, hey, we know from our ancestors, whether black, white, or whomever, whether whomever came over here, the Irish, but all of our ancestors were like, hey, we wanted a better for our people. whether whom you are, black, white, we can get into the colors, but we can get into the nationalities. The second thing is trust. I know that's a hard part of trusting people, but there's more people that will see something fall out your pocket and tell you, hey, something fell out your pocket, than it is the people, than there are that will wait till you leave and then steal it. So just be a little more trusting in the people that are around you, because those things are like built in you, as in we see it, even if it's not. I work in foster care. Look, even if it's not something that your parents gave you, it was something, as in a stranger, you saw a stranger show someone, and like, trust the process. And the last thing on that second part of hold it down is, hey, get to know your neighbor. Get to know your neighbor. Think about it. Whether you are in the concrete jungle like myself, um, if you don't put your trash in the compactor, then the roaches are going to come to my house. And if you are in a rural Midwestern, and where there's trees and everywhere, if we can't align when it comes to our water, then none of us can drink real water. Like, come on, like, let's like keep it simple. And then the last part that I wanted to say is hold on. That's the last part. Third part of the look, hold on. Things will get better. What I mean by things will get better, if you make yourself better, then the next generation will be better. But if we still want to troll each other, and we all like to troll, but I think that there's a fine line between trolling and trying to have fun. As in, hey, look, I'm gonna tease you for a little bit, but trolling is, we all gonna do it forever. Like, come on, like, that's a lot of pressure for a person that didn't even sign up for it. And then the last part is, I can't even see it because I wrote it real fine down here, but look, keep hope alive. I'm gonna shout out to Jesse Jackson. Keep alive.
Oh my goodness.
Look, be thankful in the process. Our ancestors have given us a little bit of vision. If you don't know, just go read it,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll give you a little bit more on a good character as you move forward. And so that's my love letter um, to the culture and the community. Yeah.
When you said hold on, I was like, okay, wait, hold on.
Hold on. Just hold on.
It's like it was so much that I wanted to explain. Um, but
Yeah, I was on one. I was on one. You look, you dove in, and I was like, okay,
here we going. We going
yeah,
there.
we going, we going, we going, we going.
Okay, that was beautiful. Now I think we can transition into culture check.
Come on now. What's going on?
Cause what are we thankful for? Let's talk about it. Since you made me go first last time. I'm gonna throw the shade at you and you're gonna go first this time. So sharing things in black culture that you're grateful for that doesn't always get recognition.
Um, I'm thankful for I'm thankful for the summer.
Mm-hmm.
By the summer, as in, I mean, a lot of us think of the cookouts, family cookouts, family reunions. But what I've seen also during this summer for my social media is I've seen, like, people that went to high school, middle school, they were getting back together. And those people are like 10, 20, 30 years, 40, 50. I even seen, like, some people like, we've been graduated 50 years. And I'm like, man, that's like your extended family.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was talking to a friend of mine, and we kind of drilled down a little bit. Was like, those individuals that you went to school with when you were like 7, 5, 3, 8, 10 years old, they seen you when you were vulnerable, without a canvas, and your family weren't around.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like a little bit different, like you have a different tie, to someone that's in your community, that you didn't know. That's kind of like at random. Like I remember, like being a kid, writing young authors. Shout out to young
Here
authors.
we go.
If you know, you know.
If
And
you
I'm
know.
going to explain because young authors is important. It was a program where they helped kids, as in if you had talent. And what I mean by talent, like you like to write poems, speeches, essays, stories, whatever. They put all of those kids together and they were able to share them. I was a part of Young Authors, and I think, I know Ronnika was a part of Young Authors as
Mm-hmm.
well. And I wrote my first story, and it was about, my twin friends. I was 6 years old. You know what I'm saying? So 5, 6 years old. So it's important to be able to share those stories.
Mm. That's so funny. Shout out to Carlton and Corey.
Come on now, 01. 01.
Uh, I can tell you something that happened just this week. Um, and when you talk about community and getting to know your neighbor, getting to know the families that your children are playing with, I think it takes all of that. I was I was scrolling on Facebook, and I know that there is. I was scrolling on there, and I saw a shout out to Von Sims. He will be doing a fashion show or a runway. I would say more runway, I guess. Um, Next month, I believe at LMC. And so he was highlighting his the models that are going to be a part of the show. So he put up maybe 2 pictures. So the first picture is all the models, and then, oh no, it was probably more than 2. But so the other pictures, you were able to like really zoom into the people that were there outside of the big group picture. And I see somebody talking in the photo, or the freeze, and I looked. Then I zoomed in on that photo, and I said, in the comments, I said, "Is that girl with the colorful shoes named Alexis?" And he said, "Yes." Alexis was my friend in like preschool and kindergarten, first grade at Boynton before she moved to Georgia.
Wow.
I haven't seen her since ninth grade. And for her to be in that photo basically, I would say in my backyard, what blew my mind. And there's pictures of us that I found that when we went to the Berrien County Youth Fair, we took pictures in Halloween costumes one year. Like this is a span of 3-4 years as a little girl. We traveled together, like our families, the dads would talk when we were ready to go, the dads were talking, the moms were communicating. And I just remember being heartbroken when she moved away. Cause I was like, man, this is like
Your friend.
this is my real friend. That's why I was like, this is somebody I'm able to spend the night at their house. And yeah, so it was unbelievable to see her in that photo. And I'm definitely going to reach out to her. Now, the last time I've heard from her, no, I'm going to tell you what, the last time I heard from her is, I know we've talked about it before, but every year Jeffrey would highlight people from his community for Black History Month. And this young lady said that Alexa said that her mom was going through some photos and found those same pictures of us in that Halloween costume. And she said she was like, well, maybe if I Google her or go on Facebook. And she said, I found you because of this post when Jeffrey highlighted me one of those years.
Wow.
And yeah, we were going back and forth and talking. But to see her in that photo, yeah, just blew my mind. So when I'm in a span of a little kid, when you're talking about being vulnerable, that was like that was like my beginning of, oh, this is what friendship is. Yeah, especially for a girl. Like I had you guys, but yeah.
High school is important.
Hmm?
High school is important.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say actually both. Actually, my best female and male friend, I developed that relationship in ninth grade.
Mm-hmm.
Ironically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. You know, you're growing up. You're growing
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. There is one not there, it's a team. Creative. They have a podcast called This Week in Culture. It's Ant and Jay, and they're out of Detroit. And they're really good friends with another one of our friends as well. But they had this opportunity during their show. You're able to call in and leave a voice note. So I called and left a voice note. I was actually giving my opinion about the latest episode of BMF. If you have not heard it, go listen. I was making up a few choice words, but yeah, that opportunity to do that. So on my voice note, I said, I'm not the only one you know from. No, I said, Breeze is not the only one that you know from Ben Harbor. I'm from Ben Harbor too.
Mm-hmm.
And Breeze is Darnell. Shout out to Darnell. And they stopped the show and was like, we're going to have to verify if she's really from Ben Harbor. I said, oh, okay. Then sent him a text to verify.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Look.
Shout out to y'all. I'm thoroughbred. I'm from here.
Come on now. Now the question is here: what text was sent? That's what I want to know. What did they do to verify?
They said, "Hey, dog, do you know? Is she really from Ben Harbor?" We had to ask the Ben Harbor guide. I said, "Oh, he's."
Look, they all guys over there. I understand it. You know? So, I have to respect it. Shout out to Breezy. You already know. You know, look, we go back to not Peter Pat, but we go back to Sunday school, so I know him. I'm with him. Definitely.
I'm like, his granddaddy married my parents. Like, we know each other. Yeah. So shout out to NJ from This Week in Culture, because I'm really that girl. I'm really that girl.
Look, now with that being said, we've been verified. Now it's time for us to be over there. Like,
I'm just saying. What?
Look,
we just have to pull up.
Do I have to pull up at 8 Mile and Gratiot?
I'm just.
No, excuse me. No, 7 Mile. 7 Mile and Gratiot. 7 Mile and Gratiot. We go to the east side, baby. Come on now, look. I've been there. That was 03, 04, 05, 06.
What we doing? When was we reclining in that car? I mean, what?
Come on now. Yeah. I love it.
Shout out
to the Michiganders. I love y'all. I'm an original.
Oh man. Okay. So, did you want to give it? Oh my gosh! I'm gonna move on to the next one. Foolishness Files, y'all. Foolishness Files, because we can really laugh because we love it.
Come on.
Okay.
That's our people.
We're
not trying to expand the brand, then what we doing?
Ain't nobody funnier than us.
Come on.
Please no.
As the shirt say, get it poppin'.
For the
For the
ancestors, act like you know, pluck what you heard.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Okay, we're gonna share a funny cultural moment that still feels like love. I feel like I'm sick of talking about spades, but no, I'm not. Because at the family reunion that was in July for the Harden family, shout out to the Harden family, um, I realized that I am not the only one that found pleasure in purposely reneging just so I can get cussed out.
Oh my God. Oh my God. No, 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 no.
So,
Definitely not a spades player. I don't want to hear no more. Look, hands down, I'm over it. You can finish your story, but I don't want to hear no more. I'm gonna get back to the notes.
okay,
Nobody likes anybody that purposely. No, no.
okay,
Anyway, proceed.
thank you, thank you. Um, Clearly I didn't do that in front of Jeffrey. I don't think he's numerous occasions he's tried to teach me, and I just thought it was the funniest thing. Like I never took it seriously. Now do I regret it? Yes.
It's not funny, dog.
I know. Okay. Okay.
It's not funny.
So
Look, look, look. In the words of in the words of Mr. Jackson from American Idol, it's a no for me, dog. It's a no for me.
anyways,
That shit ain't funny at all. No.
I found a cousin that shares the same thing as myself. And we also love to entertain. So instead of reneging on the table, we are there to entertain you. Shout out to my cousin Tasha.
All right, well, look, Tasha, y'all can be on the sides, okay? But never sitting at that table. Tasha know. Tasha know she
She does.
Tasha
You
did.
said
She
you
did.
didn't know.
Look, Tasha done found somebody else to side by. No way. Unless you and Tasha want to get on the table and let somebody run a Boston on y'all, then y'all be. If y'all really want to do something, do that.
I didn't know about running a Boston until 2008. And my brother told me, he was like, I never taught you how to play spades. I said, no, we used to play Uno all the time. He was like, I never taught you how to run a Boston. I was like, what is that? He was embarrassed.
I'm over it.
Okay. So, yeah, that's my thanks.
I don't even know what to say after that.
I'll just see myself out.
Please.
All right.
Look.
Okay. I'll help you.
Damn. All right. Now, you know black people with spades. Like, come on now. Anyway, what was the damn question? Train of thought. I'm mad.
Share a funny cultural moment that still feels like love.
I think a funny cultural moment that still feels like love is, that still feels like
Oh, that
love
still feels like love. Yeah.
is high school graduation. And what I mean by that is
Yes.
for the individual, it is a great, impactful moment.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, as you watch your family members along the way, it gives you joy, it gives you energy, it
Mm-hmm.
gives you triumph, it gives
Yeah.
you comedy, it gives you struggle, it
Mhm.
gives you everything. Like
All the things.
it is, because typically you don't see your family unless it's like funerals a lot of
Yeah.
the time. So from that standpoint, it's the one thing that we still get together for is high school graduation. And so I love it. It gets me love. I've had an opportunity to do it the last couple years. It's
Mm-hmm.
energized me. It's energized me. And I've seen multiple nieces, nephews. I mean, over the last, I would say the last 4 years, actually. Now I dive down. And then seeing the next generation, their ambition, what
Mhm.
they want to do, kind of talking about it, not knowing, but still like, "Ah, I'm gonna do it." You know what I'm saying? Like, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
It is the epitome of love for the next, the unknown. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. I'm gonna move
Okay,
right on.
all right.
I'm gonna move right along so you can forget my story. Okay, so rapid fire.
All right, I'm in.
I think everybody loves rapid fire.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Okay,
I hope you're ready this week. Well, you threw me off last week, so I was thrown off.
you going first or am I?
All right, you go first.
Okay. What? What's one black tradition you'll protect forever?
Say that again. Mm-mm.
What's one black tradition you'll protect forever?
Um, a black tradition that I will protect forever. Um, our dabs, our intro. You cannot take our intro away. Even when you don't know someone that you don't know, it's nothing like it's nothing it's nothing like it's nothing like man, I don't know. I don't know. You gotta be there. You gotta be there to feel it. You gotta be there to feel it. And you know it, Like you gotta oh man, it's there. It's there. Don't take it away. You take that away, turn me into a whisper. Yeah, yeah. That's a doubt. I mean, that's without a doubt. I should say. Yeah. All right, your turn. Um, who is black culture that? Excuse me. Who is black culture? Do you want to give flowers today? Who in black culture? I know I didn't read it all wrong. Excuse me. Who in black culture that you want to give flowers today?
Oh man, I wish I knew if this was dead or alive.
Today.
But they're deceased. Uh
It doesn't matter. You still give them their flowers.
okay, okay. Um Ruby Irvin.
Explain.
Ruby Irvin. I would say is the reason why, in a lot of ways, especially from spiritual side, my mother is such an awesome mother to us. My mom really had a great village, but it was nothing like having a spiritual mother, and that's what she was to her. So by her pouring into my mother was able to pour more into us. So
Can I interject for a second?
yeah,
All right. Like you said, I'm new. I'm new too. We then came here through the season. But who is Ruby Irvin? Please explain to us.
yeah. So
I got virgin ears, and
okay,
maybe
yeah.
I'm heathen. I don't know. You talk about all this spiritual stuff. All of a sudden, I got a little loose in the collar. I almost turned. I was like, "Where do I go?"
She's a beautiful woman that was introduced to my mother right before my brother was conceived. And she just, I don't know anybody else like her. Um, I was working in Dallas, and it's funny because I was talking about this earlier. I was working in Dallas, and Jeffrey can tell you every morning I hated it. I was in that group chat.
Oh,
I was in that group chat, just devastated about going to this same job. And I called her one evening, and I called her my Grammy. I called her one evening. It was like 10 o'clock at night. She answered, and I was telling her everything that I had going on. She said, "You're gonna have to leave that job." I said, "Well, where I'm gonna work?" She said, "You're gonna have to leave that job and come home and regroup." And the last time I listened to her, I ended up in Houston, and that's how I met Kendra, and changed my life. And so everything that she's ever told me, I feel like was like a direct line from God, from Jesus. I felt like every time. Yeah. So she was a part of our village until her passing. Was that last year? Last year. In her 90s. But yeah, also known as my brother's grandmother. So yeah, and her thing was he's not only mine, but those girls are too. So she never um played favoritism whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I mean, like you said, it's a village. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's so you're talking a village, and there's no reason for us to be playing favoritism. That's what we was talking about with the old to the letter to the culture earlier. We really talking about being together, whether you look like us or not. You the neighbor. If your
Mm-hmm.
house is on fire, then my house is on fire potentially, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't want the potential.
Okay.
And so,
So if you could time travel to one cultural moment, which would it be?
if I could time travel, I had the opportunity, in my studies. I
Mm-hmm.
say that now, but I know what I be talking about. But actually, I had an opportunity to be adjunct for faculty at um, an institution, and I had an opportunity to teach the Harlem Renaissance.
Mm,
How
mm.
it is
LinkedIn.
um, in America was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Anything about it, it can start as early as 1918, and it ended, as late as 1920. I mean, excuse me, 1930, 1932. Once the real, Great Depression kicked in. But
Mm-hmm.
when you talk about the arts and our when you talk about the arts and black people in America, it is the mecca. When people talk about the Cotton Club, you
Mm-hmm.
know, you talk about, I mean, Billie Holiday. I mean, it's so many, during this whole era. So it's amazing, and now it's crazy, not crazy. I use that as a joyous term,
Mm-hmm.
if anyone understands, but I use that it's enjoy that the Black Jazz Museum will open up here in Harlem in
Mm-hmm.
November, this upcoming November. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get tickets, to the opening. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the Harlem Renaissance. It's a whole period. It's a period of the 20s. So,
Yeah.
and if you know, you know. They thought it was going to be the Roaring 20s. You know what I'm saying? So, just so happened, during the Great Depression, stock market crash, but that was at the end. That was
Mm-hmm.
in 1929. But it was a great time for a lot of Americans here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would do the Harlem Renaissance.
That's a good one.
Yep.
That's a good one.
All right. So your question is one cultural sound that always feels like home.
For me, it's a song. I thought I was gonna do something attached to our beloved Tiger Pride, but no. I'm gonna
Hey,
use, I can't.
message.
I'm gonna use Ooh Ah by Three Piece. Whenever I hear that song, I think of home.
All right, all right. I got a question. Because if you know, you know.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Are we talking about the Ooh Ah remix?
Ah!
Or are we talking about the Ooh Ah regular?
Remix.
All right, all right, all right. Now, shout out to Chicago. Shout out to WGCI. We will hashtag you in here. WGCI with three piece. Ooh Ah remix. Come on. Like, it was Shorty, yo. Come on.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yes,
So
yes.
we have to get somebody from Three Piece on here. You know what I mean? Like they gonna have to show up and be like,
Like,
hey,
do y'all know
yeah, yeah, yeah. That was epic,
to
epic. It's an
this day?
era. It's an era. It's an
It's
era.
crazy.
Yeah,
It's still on one of my playlists because it was on the CD that I had that I made. So it's
look, it's gonna be in post production music playlist.
it
Like,
is, it is, it
you
is
know,
her.
Shorty, I'm hearing it. It's coming
Yeah,
back.
yes, yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I can't
Woo!
Well, I'm glad I ain't no dance floor up in here. I may have to try. I may have to try.
Touch.
Oh
Uh,
man.
all right, y'all. We're gonna move this. We're going to wrap it up. I cannot. We want to encourage you all to share your own love letters with us too. Social media. Listen, we have voice notes.
And
Oh, you know what?
feedback.
Yeah,
And
feedback for
feedback.
sure. We
And
love
feedback.
feedback.
So we
Um,
would love to talk about it. Like when I like recap, like in 2 weeks.
yeah,
Let's break
yeah,
it down. You know. Yeah. I really felt that, I don't want to talk over you, we getting used to it, but I really felt like that really touched. And
hmm
if you like a real listener, like share that. Like I really
hmm
wanna because we want to get better.
yeah, yeah.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. That's what the ratings are for. Wherever you're listening, or if you're watching us on YouTube, um, please thumbs up, comment, let us know something. You can find us on social media. I am at Ronnika Ronnika .Williams on Instagram and Ronnika Williams on Facebook. Jeffrey, where can they find you?
I'm Jeffrey Booker on Facebook, JeffreyBooker on Facebook and on Instagram at Mr. Fantastic, MrFantastic World, WAWORLD, at Mr. Fantastic World. Look, I was so ready to cut back to you. I couldn't even get my handle together because he was like, "Look, the feedback. No, I just want to hear their perspective.
hmm hmm
Like, come on, like, what can we do better for the culture? What can we do
Yeah.
better for the community? Or what was your like experience? Or what was your what did you do? You did not the Cosby Show. You different world. I mean,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
black. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, sharing those stories, people just don't understand. Storytelling is so important. It
So.
takes us from one generation to the next.
hmm
It's what takes you to say, hey, I want to live beyond my means. Look, I saw something on Facebook this week, and they were like, "Oh, I don't want to be where I'm at." And only thing that I just could share to them is state of mind versus state of being.
Mm.
Matter like None of that matters of where you at like right now. You look, you can be in Honolulu and still hate where you're at because of who you are. You know what I'm saying? And because you know better and you want to do better. So from that standpoint, like don't get caught up in where you at. You know, it's the state of mind. And then you have to look, free yourself. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to get caught up in it, but yeah, I was just like I wanted to chime in on that. Like that hit me right there. So that
Okay.
yeah,
Well,
and
thank you.
yeah, yeah.
But be sure to tell a friend, to tell a homie, to become a homie, and then we can all be homies.
Come on now.
I said that wrong, but just
And then
rock
they could come
with
see us. Then
it.
they could come see us.
Just saying.
Come see us.
But you all, we are because they were, and we love because they taught us how. So we will see you all on the next episode of the Please Do Tell podcast. Holla!
Let's get it.